Hello everyone, today our topic is addition reaction of Grignard reagent with carbonyl compound. Carbonyl compounds are highly polar in nature because of shifting of pi electron toward the more electronegative oxygen element. This results in the partial polarization of bond. Because of this shifting of pi electron, carbonyl carbon becomes positively charged and carbonyl oxygen it becomes negatively charged. So this polar carbonyl compound, it undergo addition reaction with a Grignard reagent which is highly reactive in nature. Here magnesium, which is metallic in nature, is electropositive. With respect to magnesium, alkyl and halide part are electronegative. So this carbonyl compound, it undergoes addition reaction with Grignard reagent resulting in the formation of addition product. In the addition product, carbonyl carbonate forms bond with the alkyl part of Grignard reagent and carbonyl oxygen it forms bond with magnesium halide of Grignard reagent. This addition product on hydrolysis, it forms alcohol. So carbonyl carbon here, it forms a bond with Grignard part, alkyl of the Grignard, and the carbonyl oxygen it forms with the hydrogen of water. A frequently asked question from this part, like sometimes alcohols are given to you and they ask the type of carbonyl from which it is formed. If you simply cross check the formula here, this part belongs to carbonyl. R part, it belongs to Grignard. It comes from Grignard reagent. And hydrogen part from water. So carbonyl compound on reaction with Grignard result in the formation of alcohol. The resulting alcohol that will be either primary, secondary or tertiary, it simply depends on the nature or you can say the type of carbonyl we are using. If you are using the simplest carbonyl compound which is a methanol, then the primary alcohol is a major product. If you are using higher aldehydes like ethanol, propanol, then secondary alcohol will be a major product. And if you are using the alkyl part, like in case of ketone, it has the two alkyls. So that in that case, the tertiary alcohol will be the major product. Grignard reagent on addition reaction with carbonyl and on hydrolysis gives alcohol as a major product here. The resulting alcohol that will be either primary, secondary or tertiary. It simply depends on the nature of carbonyl we are using here. For example, if we are having a reaction of Grignard with methanol, the simplest aldehyde which do not have any alkyl part in it, it simply has hydrogen here. So in this case, the resulting product, that one is a primary alcohol here. Carbonyl carbon, this carbon is carbonyl carbon. That one is surrounded by one alkyl only which comes from Grignard because the aldehyde part it doesn't have any alkyl part in it. Higher aldehydes, they undergo addition reaction with Grignard reagent like higher aldehyde we write a symbol RCHO, R1CHO. R1 is an any alkyl part. So in this case the resulting alcohol formed will be a secondary alcohol because the carbonyl carbon that one is surrounded by two alkyl R comes from Grignard and R1 it comes from aldehyde part. So higher aldehyde they produces secondary alcohol whereas the lowest simplest aldehyde methanol that gives primary alcohol as a major product. The same way if we are having ketones they have two alkyls part R1 COR2. R and R2 are the alkyls. In this case, the resulting product is tertiary alcohol because the carbonyl carbon, that one is surrounded by three alkyl. R comes from Grignard, R1 and R2 they comes from carbonyl part. So in a nutshell, we can say methanol, the simplest aldehyde that produces primary alcohol as a major product. Higher aldehydes, they produce secondary alcohol as a major product, whereas all ketones, they produce tertiary alcohol as a major product with Grignard reagent. For example, there could be a question about identifying the carbonyl group in a given alcohol formed with the help of a suitable Grignard reagent. Suppose the product is benzyl alcohol we are getting here. And the question is, identify the type of carbonyl in a given alcohol. This one is your given alcohol. And you have to identify the type of carbonyl here. If you go back to the previous pages, you just simply cross-check this part. It's a carbonyl part. Okay. So here, carbonyl carbon forms a bond with R of Grignard. Okay. And carbonyl oxygen, it forms bond with hydrogen of water. Okay. So in this case, if benzyl alcohol is a product, then our carbonyl group here, that one is CH2O, which is formaldehyde. Okay. And the Grignard part is, this one comes from Grignard. So it should be phenyl magnesium bromide. Let's practice one more question. Suppose our alcohol is this one. And we have to identify the type of carbonyl here and also the type of Grignard we are having. So CHO, this one is your carbonyl carbon. Okay, and here is our carbonyl oxygen. H part is from water. Now in this case, we are having two alkyl. So one of the alkyl is from Grignard. So the Grignard here should be CH3MgBr. And carbonyl is, the left part is what? CH3CHO. Okay, and the alcohol formed is, we are having alcohol here is CH3CHOH CH3. So this one is an example of secondary alcohol. Let us discuss one more question. Suppose our product is CH3CH2OH. Okay, and we have to identify carbonyl and Grignard party. CHO bond, here it is the CHO bond. So this one is our carbonyl carbon. And this one is carbonyl oxygen. H part comes from water and this part comes from Grignard reagent. So our Grignard is, should be CH3MgBr. Now the leftover part is CH2O here. CH2O. So our carbonyl part, which undergo addition reaction with CH3MgBr to form this alcohol, is CH2O. CH2O means HCHO. Let's practice one more question in which you have to identify the Grignard reagent which react with ethanol to give this alcohol. So what we do here is simply compare the reactant and the product part. If you compare CH3CHO, this one is your carbonyl part. Okay, so this ring, this one comes from Grignard reagent. So in this question, our Grignard reagent, that one is phenyl magnesium bromide. Let us understand how the addition reaction takes place with methanol and with other carbonyl compound. Let's take simplest aldehyde HCHO, formaldehyde with ethyl magnesium bromide. The two undergo addition reaction. HCHO carbonyl carbon, carbonyl oxygen. Carbonyl carbon, it forms bond here with MgBr and carbonyl carbon attached with the alkyl part of Grignard. Addition product. This addition product on hydrolysis, it forms alcohol. So C2H5 CH2OH, primary alcohol will be formed here. Let's take one more example. Example with CH3CHO. It reacts with Grignard to form addition product in which carbonyl carbon of carbonyl carbon forms a bond with alkyl part of Grignard, and carbonyl oxygen, it forms a bond with the magnesium bromide part. Addition product. This addition product on hydrolysis will give alcohol. If in this product you simply check, the black part is from a carbonyl, reddish part C2H5 is from a Grignard, and H greenish part is from a water. So the resulting alcohol here is a secondary alcohol. Formaldehyde, methanol, that gives primary alcohol, whereas the higher aldehyde, which already having alkyl part in them, they give second. Let's take one more example. In this case, we react Grignard with a ketone part, CH3COCH3, acetone. Undergo addition reaction with ethyl magnesium bromide, Grignard reagent, to form a addition product. So CH3 COCH3. Carbonyl carbon forms bond with the alkyl part of Grignard, and carbonyl oxygen, it forms a bond with magnesium bromide part of Grignard. The resulting addition product undergo hydrolysis to give required product. In this case, the resulting product formed is a tertiary alcohol because the carbonyl carbon here is surrounded by three alkyls, three carbons. That's why this carbon is a tertiary carbon. So there is alcohol that will be tertiary alcohol here. Let's take one more example. Acetophenone we are having, C6H5, COCH3. It reacts with phenyl magnesium bromide, a Grignard, that gives an addition product. MgBr here and benzene ring. This addition product on hydrolysis gives the required alcohol, which is tertiary in nature.